I guess Faye sort of said that, in his opinion, that was perhaps a bit harder than it needed to be. I guess that's credit to your team and the ability that they kept fighting and kept hanging in there, and then had a real go in that second half, didn't they?
Yeah, look, I don't know what he's thinking, but it's an AFL game, right? So there's plenty at stake for both teams. I thought they got on top of us early with, the ability to their press game on the back of stoppage, which is sort of their thing. So that made it difficult. So I thought the first half they sort of dominated, were a bit lucky because of their inaccuracy. But then after half time, I thought we really lifted. We lifted around the clearance and challenged them. Like after half time, I think they had 12 marks in their forward 50 to half time, and then 3 after that. So I thought in a lot of ways we got some controlled the third and real late in the fourth. But in between that, I thought they were the more dominant team. So, yeah, all kudos to them, and look, it's a tough gig here, but I thought we fought on in a weird way. We had some opportunities to get within a goal or whatever. So, I thought they stood up when they needed to, but we'll take the feedback. We're a real work in progress, but I think it's great. Fine. I think we get out, and we'll get to any injuries, but, what a hit out before a final, like go to the last second, hard and tough, match them in the ground ball. And then the real difference in the game really was their ability at their attacking mid. They had 12 entries, basically 60 entries to 48. That was the difference in the game for field position, which they really need. Once we got it out of their forward 50, like we kicked 5 goals from their attacking mid, but you just got to get it out of the arc, right? So that clearance dominance there plays into their game. But, if you were to play them again and you can sort of focus in that area, would be interested in that. So, but for us, my group, my boys, our club has worked really hard to create an opportunity. And look, we started well. We fell away a little bit and come back. So, but the narrative around us has been quite negative. But in saying that, I think we go in good order to whoever we play, wherever we play, and we're really looking forward to it.
Has the narrative annoyed you, Ross?
No, I'm just saying what it is. You got to write your own story, right? So if you don't win and make the finals, everyone can write what they want. So there's always stories written, we're fine, right? Which is the business. So there's positive ones, there's neutral ones. So in the end, you ultimately by performance and attitude, you dictate what story is written. And I think we've written our own story to this point pretty well. And as Jack Sinclair would say, the real season's starting. So this is just qualifying, right? So, everyone starts equal and away you go. It's exciting.
I guess you could finish anywhere from 6th to 8th, but as you said, you come up to the Gabba and you pushed a really good Brisbane side who are renowned for being really good up here all the way. So from your perspective, wherever you finish, you'd be confident that you guys can sort of handle whatever's thrown your way.
Well, it's interesting word confidence, isn't it? It's just a feeling. So where do you get that feeling of confidence from? On the back of action. So our body of work over the year, and every finalist will be feeling that, but ours particularly over the last 5 weeks has been pretty solid. So we feel confident on the back of that body of work. So we're available. Josh Battle, concussion. The question will be asked, why after half time? Our doctors assessed him, did the scat test, and it was clear, and then he went south from there, and then they tapped him out, so that's the reason for that. Hunter Clark had a cork, he'd be fine. Max King was certainly sore. He actually wasn't his shoulder, he jammed up his knee on last week of his ACL, so he's a bit sore, but he's been able to do a lot of work. So barring mishap over the next 2 weeks of training, he'll be available to play, which is exciting. And we think Seb Ross will be available. So, we're reasonably healthy at this point.
Is there any concern with Josh? Like, I think he may have had a couple of concussions in the past and stuff.
Has he got his medical record?
There was a bit of Googling going around.
Oh, was there? Google's always accurate.
But, I guess that you've got the bye.
Might as well get on Twitter, right?
You've got the bye, so you've got time to kind of assess and make the right decision there, I imagine, with him in terms of...
Well, you're imagining correctly.
Nice one, boys.
Beautiful. Done?
In fairness, Ross, you talk about narratives, you might not thank me for bringing this up, but the last time you were here 6 weeks ago, frankly, you didn't think you guys were anywhere near finals after the loss to the Suns.
Yeah, week's a long time in footy, right? Let alone 6. Thanks, mate. Cheers.